as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. 30-yard line. Here's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And this defense for the Lions, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Shotgun now from Murray. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's...
Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6, another ball intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, Scott, go!
A give, right side for Gibbs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It's complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A 5-yard gain.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
That was a good tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding it at the 2. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Go! Cowboy 80. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Gibbs is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Goes to Laporta, right side. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
It's now 4th and goal.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Lions take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Cardinals nothing. Young Wayne Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's going to be caught by Rivers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Play fake. Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Credit into the 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
Now 2nd and 9.
That's one. Omaha. Big Ace.
Now Murray off play action. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20 line. Lucas Van Ness in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Throwing now is Murray. Caught on the slant. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Brian Branch with it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on fourth and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
A solid pickup at 13 sets them up first and goal. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Get it. Go.
They'll run with Gibbs. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's third and goal after the sack.
I got him. Cougar 19.
Now back to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1.
60 Eagles.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jameson Williams. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to get this out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but picked off by Kirby Joseph. Now he's loose at the 40, and he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Roll.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Bronco 80. 70 Lions. No. Ready.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go. 19, charge, Bronco 80.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin to drive at the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. To throw is Murray. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jameson Williams, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Lions continue to pull away here this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fights loose. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Okay, ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
65-6.
Looking to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Cardinals nothing. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Finds Gibbs on the check down.
Defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball, that the head of scheme comes out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a strong run that time. This is across midfield and down to the 43. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Go.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. We'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
Set. Hut, hut.
Ritter off the play fake. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go now. Ready.
Ritter from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Come on. 22 needle.
Here we go on 4th down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no convert there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
There he goes again. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 52 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Coup for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Lions 52, Cardinals nothing.
Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harrison. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Let's go. Set.
On 1st down, it's Rhodes. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
161 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And a good push up front. He's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work in the office, doesn't it?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. Come on. Liking, 8-6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The kidder here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
14 more yards. That's another deep.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Back to throw here. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But
there's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before they close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Opposite. 3 seconds.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ready, set.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Lucas Van Ness picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Ritter to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Davis now to return it. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Let's go. Cut, cut.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That ball caught by Harrison. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, this has been a contract. You would have plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Red, yellow, red, 38. White, white. Striker, 3-3. Blaster, 6.
Ritter will set up to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready, set.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 191 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
First carry now for David Montgomery. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Okay, ready. Tiger.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no